Hello everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for today's video recipe. We are making vegan curry, but this is special. It's potato and cauliflower, one of my personal favourites. I don't need meat when this is on the table, and I'm not vegan, but I adore this dish. The ingredients we're going to need some ghee or some vegetable oil, lots of seeds, Nigella, mustard, fennel, cumin, and a good generous handful of curry leaves. Those are the first set of ingredients we're going to need. Once those are in the pan, we're going to need some fresh coriander, some base gravy, curry gravy, links in the description to that, some tomato paste mixed with water, lots of sliced onions, and a quantity of cooked cauliflower and potatoes as well. The spices are lemon juice, salt, pepper, ginger, garlic. Then we need some powders, Kashmiri Chilli, curry and turmeric, brown sugar, Kasuri Methi, also known as dried Fenugreek leaves. And then we'll need some coriander, cilantro stems as well, just to give it a bit of tang. Right then, those are the ingredients. I absolutely love this with naan bread or rice, whatever, or even as a side dish. Let's get cracking, shall we? In the pan goes the ghee. If you're vegan, make sure it's vegan ghee. I've got onion seeds, mustard seeds, fennel seeds, cumin seeds, and some curry leaves. We're going to stir this for about 1 to 2 minutes until everything starts to pop. Hopefully you'll see and hear things popping. When they do, we can add the onions. And then we're going to cook this for around about 8 to 10 minutes until the onions are completely soft. Let's add the salt and pepper. And one of the tricks lots of people use to make sure things go quicker is just to throw in a bit of water. It's about 3 tablespoons there. That's obviously going to create steam, which is going to accelerate the onion softening process. Once that water has made the onions nice and soft, most of the water will have evaporated. I'm just going to add my ginger and my garlic paste. Mix that through and cook that out for another couple of minutes. And my flame is a medium flame, by the way. As you can see, everything's soft. In with the powdered spices, the chili, the curry and the turmeric. These spices are going to dry everything up. So in comes our little escape route again with the water. Probably about 4 or 5 tablespoons I've added there. And over a medium heat, I'm going to cook the spices out for about 2 minutes. Stirring all the time if possible. And you can see that the water's evaporated, but our spices are probably ready now. Let's throw in our tomato paste, blended with some water. Or you can use some chopped tomatoes or marinara sauce, whatever you have. Let's get that really well mixed in. Once again, 1 or 2 minutes. Now in goes the Kasuri Methi, also known as Fenugreek leaves. This is the secret ingredient in all Indian curry cooking. Amazing. In with our cilantro coriander stems and our cooked cauliflower and baby potatoes. You can use any potatoes. Full instructions are in the description below. It'll even tell you how long to cook your cauliflower and your potatoes for. I wouldn't overcook them. I would cook them just 50% because they are going to continue cooking in the curry. Get everything nicely tossed together. Once all those fabulous spices are covered the solids, we're going to start adding our base gravy. First of all, we're going to put in just a couple of ladles. And we're going to cook that out for about 2 minutes again. And what we're doing here is reducing all the time. We are making our dish concentrated after each addition of base gravy. Okay, you can see that most of that moisture has been evaporated. That's been reduced into the curry. Let's now add some more base gravy. Another couple of ladles And once again, we're going to reduce everything down, but not quite as much this time as last time. With each addition, we reduce a little bit less. That's because we want a gravy with our curry. If you don't want a gravy, then reduce it more. You can see it's really coming on a treat. That's what's happened after I've reduced the second batch. Now the final batch of base gravy, which is quite a lot, about 3 ladles. And now we're pretty much close to the end of the dish. So what I want to do now, I want to simmer this out for about 4 to 5 minutes. All that base gravy is going to be incorporated into our concentrated curry, which will result in a fabulous flavour potato and cauliflower curry. So you're mixing lots of different layers of flavour here. Concentrated flavour, unconcentrated flavour, everything's getting mixed in. And the end result will be something that's very, very palatable indeed. Once that 4 or 5 minutes is up, I'm going to finish the dish with some brown sugar, some lemon juice, a good handful of coriander cilantro is going in as well. I'm going to mix that all in, and I'm literally going to give it no more than about 2 more minutes on the heat, just to make sure that lemon and that sugar gets mixed in sufficiently with the rest of the curry. And once it's had a couple of minutes, it's pretty much ready to serve, apart from a special ingredient that's coming up right now. 2 teaspoons of clarified butter, otherwise known as ghee. That's going to give it a lovely glossy finish, and it's ready to serve to your guests, to yourself, or even to your clientele if you have an Indian restaurant. We just need to finish off and make it look rather pretty just at the end. Hopefully, we're going to throw in some chopped cilantro to finish, which is the trademark of every good curry, a little bit of chopped cilantro on at the end. And there you have it. That there is my potato and cauliflower curry, otherwise known as Aloo Gobi, everybody. And hey, if you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe, give us a like, tell your friends, and if you cook it, leave a comment below. Let me know how you got on. If you don't want vegan, add some chicken to it, dare I say it. I'm starving. I'm going to get stuck in.